Emma Hadesy with Florida Bay Forever. We are so excited to be the new operators here out of the Russell Cottage at the Green Turtle Hammock Nature Preserve, and we are here today interviewing Rich Russell to gather some family history on the cottage that is now our home. We hope you enjoy it.
After Florida was surveyed, which I think the Keys weren't surveyed until 1872 was the first of the Keys that Key Largo got surveyed. In accordance with the Homestead Act of 1862, which was under the Lincoln administration, which was sort of tied into Manifest Destiny, you could own 160 acres if you agreed to stay there for 5 years and develop it. B, you had never lifted arms against the United States. And C, you would go ahead and pay the $10 filing fee. And so my great-great-grandparents, that would be Richard H. and Mary Ann Russell, went ahead and went through that process with 162 acres on the northeast part of Upper Mattacumby. And we received that land grant. I actually brought a copy of it, and this is it. We received the land grant on August 25th, 1882. And everybody says it was signed by Chester A. Arthur. It was under his administration, but if you do a little research, you'll find out the presidents did sign land grants. Something that happened that was interesting while this was being filed, my great-grandfather was killed by falling timber. And so that was noted, and this document is actually written into my great-great-grandmother's name. It's not into both great-great-grandparents' names. So, and again, it was issued by the Chester A. Arthur administration, August 25th of 1882. And it was good for 162 and 57 1/100 acres, I think it is, if memory serves me correctly, which is no guarantee. Eventually, some other properties were thrown in there. You know, the survey was not completely accurate, so we ultimately received some more property that were on the bay. By the way, nobody really wanted it much to do with bay property. You couldn't live there because there were no prevailing winds. It was densely wooded, and we cleared several lots and farmed there. And the farming was okay. The topsoil was greater here than Key Vaca. It was greater here than Indian Key. But when the 35 hurricane came, it basically served as like a power washer and eroded everything soil-wise off the island. Because our family had settled on the northeast end, and the railroad had junctioned Windley Key to Alamorada, it more or less served as a dam. And while I think there were a lot of tornadic activities in our particular area in the east end of the island, what also was important, and this is the best analogy I've ever heard, it was like if you took your finger and put it over a garden hose that was running full speed, and the pressure that goes left and right because of where your thumb was located, that basically would describe what had happened, because essentially the railroad served as a dam, and so that water was dispersed, south and north, and so it flooded our area significantly, obviously. Most of our family had left and gone over to the packing house. We had a packing house for our farms. Our farms were where I live now. It's like from Publix north on the Bayside, or south rather on the Bayside, behind Downing Community Church, behind where I live, behind Ziggy's. They were all farming areas. We farmed limes, we farmed pineapples before, we had too much competition.
Thanks so much for tuning in today for our interview with Rich Russell on the history of this cottage here at the Green Turtle Hammock Nature Preserve. We are so excited to share updates and more to come from us at Florida Bay Forever, and hope you stay tuned for more.